Welcome to Alaskwatch, the show all about Bigfoot in the great state of Alaska. I'm your host, Beans Baxter. So lace up your boots, zip up your coat, and come with me on an adventure as we explore all things cryptid in the last frontier. Hey guys, what's up? Today we're going to be doing a little bit of a gear review here. I haven't had a chance to take this out and do anything with it. I just got it. This is a West Slope chest pack, and as you can see, it's brand new. I've still got the tags on it there. If you want to know where to get one, don't ask me, because Santa Claus brought this one. I'm guessing if you go to westslopegear.com, you can probably find them. So this is a company that's out of Colorado. You can tell they've got their logo with their elevation on it for some reason. I guess people in Colorado are really proud of how high up they live, looking down on the rest of us commoners. But this is the green chest pack, and you can see this is really, it feels like it's going to be really weather resistant, really waterproof. Turn it over, it's got this pocket here that goes on. Would be on your back, and it's got these loops here. And when I saw that, I thought, man, that would be probably an idea for some kind of hydration system or something. And little did I know, if you go to the website, you can actually buy a hydration system for this. So great minds think alike, I guess. One of the things that really impressed me with this when I got my hands on it, I thought it looked cool, and I thought it was a nice looking chest pack. And ever since I hung out with Alex Pedikov and saw his Hill People chest pack, I've always kind of thought about maybe getting one, and maybe it would be handy to have out in the field. But when I first got my hands on this thing and looked at it in person, I was really impressed by how weatherproof the zippers look. I mean, you can't even see the zippers. There's like a seam right there. They look really, I'm doing this one-handed, so you're gonna have to excuse me. But check that out. I mean, let's do it up a little bit here so you can, that's zipper. Sealed zipper, and that looks really waterproof, really weather resistant. Looks like whatever you put in that cavity there is going to be really well protected. And also, let me tell you, in here, I know you can't see, but there's a little Velcro in the back, little hook and loop action going on in there. And from what I understand, you can buy a little holster attachment to go in there. It's really soft in there, almost feels like velour or something on the inside. So whatever you put in there is going to be well protected, well taken care of. And like I said, with this zipper here, it looks like it's going to be very well protected from the elements. You can get into that from either side. So if you're left-handed or right-handed, it's gonna work for you. And the main feature on this pack that I really kind of drew me to it is this compartment right here, the main compartment on the front. If you flip this down, look at that. There's my phone in there. So you can wear this and film, kind of like a body camera, I guess, like a police-worn body camera. And have your hands free while you're walking around. So I haven't really tested that out. I did, when I first got it, I ran into the bathroom and put my phone in there and turned it on. And what I noticed the first time I wore it was that my phone was sitting in there really high up. And I was filming, the video that I filmed with it was kind of almost looking at the ceiling. It was very tilted, kind of up. And I got to looking around, and I found out that was on purpose. It was so it can accommodate different size phones. There was this little like foam strip down inside on the bottom here that was making my phone set up that high. So I just took that out, and now it looks like it's setting in there much more flush, much more like straight ahead. So I'm hoping that will alleviate that almost upward looking viewpoint that it had. So I'm going to try it out here. We're going to go for a little walk here in a little bit, and I'm going to film. The only thing that really I kind of like is a negative to that is you can only film in portrait mode. You can't film in landscape. You're filming, your phone is setting up. And I'm wondering maybe if they're going to come out with a different pack that you can fit a GoPro to or something like that, or if they're going to come out with a adapter kit or something. But you can open this up, it folds forward, and you have access to your phone. You can activate your touch screen, well you could, through that protective screen there. So that's pretty cool. You can turn your recording on, off, whatever. There's a couple of little pockets in here. There's a clip that you can clip your keys or something to. And again, this has the same type of really well constructed zipper where it's basically seam proof there, like, or it looks like a waterproof seam. So that's pretty cool. I kind of like, when I do this, I like to take this handle and just kind of stick it in there to get it out of the way. I found that's really helpful. And you can close that if you maybe don't want to record yourself. Maybe you got to take a leak or something, don't want to record that, you can close it. Or to protect your camera. It's got a D-ring here on the right side, which I thought was perfect for me because personally, when I'm out hiking or something, I like to attach my inReach to that D-ring, just so it's handy. It's out of my pack, and I can use it if I need to. I can hit that SOS button if I need to. I can look at the map, see where I'm going, and just really handy. Now, I don't really have, other than my phone that's in this pocket here, I don't really have anything in here yet. It's got this pocket down at the bottom that's pretty spacious. Again, excuse me, I'm doing this with one hand. You can put quite a bit in there. And I haven't really decided what my loadout's going to be for this thing yet. I'm thinking, obviously I'll use this to keep my phone in. But I'm thinking in this little pocket down here, I'm probably going to keep just like the bare minimum I need to survive. I'm probably going to have a fire starter in there, maybe a little knife, and maybe an emergency blanket, one of those space blankets or something. And that's just going to be like last ditch survival gear, you know, just the stuff that I can carry on me that will help me survive. The big pocket I will probably use for batteries, camera gear, just anything miscellaneous I may need. Like I said, there is a holster attachment that you can get to fit in there. And I've thought, I mean, you can fit a decent sized handgun in there. I could probably get my 1911 or even my 45 M&P in there. But, you know, I'm not a big fan of bag carry for a firearm. I mean, if I've got this thing, even if it's on my chest and I'm walking through the woods, if I need a firearm, I'm going to have to unzip this, reach in, grab the firearm, pull it out, and then do my draw, basically, or my aim. That's just too many steps, in my opinion. I can draw my gun from a holster and be on target in about 2 seconds, probably under 2 seconds, honestly. But this is a lot of steps. If I need my gun, I'm going to need it right now, especially if I'm in bear country. So I'm not a fan of carrying bear spray or a firearm in a container. You know, a holster or something, or even a retention holster if you train with it is fine. But anything where you've got to open a container, open a zipper, unbutton something, it just seems like too many extra steps for something that you need. You can't get it in your hand fast enough. So I'm probably not going to be carrying a weapon in mine. Maybe, you know, a little knife or something here in the survival portion. But I'm not planning on, maybe some extra bullets. I might put some ammo in there. But not planning on carrying a firearm in this thing. I think I'm going to keep my gun in a holster on my belt like I usually do. Maybe if for some reason, like I'm filming with a television crew or something like that for a TV show, maybe I might put a firearm in here then, because a lot of times they don't like you to display firearms on TV. You know, it alienates a certain portion of the audience or something like that. Then maybe I might consider putting a firearm in there just to keep it out of sight if I need to. But I'm not a fan of carrying a firearm in a bag. It's just too many steps for something that you need right away and you can't get fast enough in an emergency. These straps here are elastic, and as you can see, I've pretty much got it maxed out for my fat butt. I've already, you know, tried it on, made sure it fit, all that good stuff, and it seemed pretty comfortable. Like I said, I don't have a lot of stuff in there. I'm going to throw my inReach on here. I'm going to keep my phone in there. And we're going to go outside. We're going to go for a little walk, just a little hike, and see how it does. You know, it's snowing right now, so that's going to be a good test of this material here in these compartments. I'm going to put a few things in there. You know, I think what I might do is find a piece of paper and put it in here, and we'll zip it up, and we'll go walk around in the snow and spend a few minutes outside, and then we'll come back in and take a look at it and see if our piece of paper stayed dry, and that'll be a good litmus test, I think, for that. Again, this is the West Slope chest pack. This is the green. They have different colors available. They have a camo one, they have a black one. I think they might have some other colors. I was kind of leaning towards the camo one, but I think I'm glad I got this green one. I know the other day I was looking at the website and they were out of stock on a few of these, but I think they're back in stock now. Maybe low stock, it says. So I don't know if these things are like, I don't know where they get them produced or if they make them locally. I don't know if they're made in the USA. I don't think it is. I think I remember seeing something on here that said it was made in China or Korea or something. But yeah, let's kit it out and take it outside and see what happens in the snow. All right, we're starting our little hike here. I'm gonna try out my West Slope pack here on this little hike. As you can see, we've got perfect weather for it. We're gonna test and see how element resistant this thing is. I actually found, I was trying to figure out what to put in here to test the water resistance, and I found a brown piece of paper from a grocery bag, and I thought, man, that'll be great, because if that thing gets wet, it's going to change color. So I've got my little piece of paper in here, and I'm going to start my phone recording, and we'll switch over to that and see how that works, see how well the sound picks up, see the quality of the video. I'm a little concerned that the snow is going to build up on this screen here and obscure the video. So we'll see. I'm going to go on a short little hike here and we'll try it out. So let's get our video started here. I'm going to flip my screen down, and I can hit that, start recording, and now my phone is recording. Zip this back up. There we go. Stow that back in there. Now my phone is recording and picking up what I see, hopefully. My problem was with the initial, like when I said the phone was like, it was angled too high. It was kind of recording a little bit like this. And ideally what I want to do is I want to get a good field of view for what I see. For example, I just walked up on these rabbit tracks, and while I don't expect the chest pack to pick up what I'm showing you, because I'm actually angling the camera down, it would be nice if my phone could at least see the ground as I approach it, to show that there's something there. So that would be nice, but we'll see. Let's go for a little walk. All right, so I haven't gone too far here, probably only a quarter of a mile, if even that. You can see I've already got like some snow buildup here. Like, it's coming down pretty good. I cleaned this off. It was getting pretty full of snow. I'm not sure if it's going to affect the visibility of the camera or not. We'll see. I will say I put my GoPro in here in the main compartment when I was done recording the last segment, and when I pulled it out, it's completely bone dry. Like, it looks great. So there's no moisture getting in there. Of course, I've probably only been walking for about 10 minutes, if that. But you can see we've got a lot of snow coming down, and it's cold, it's building up, it's sticking. So, you know, pretty good test. Not necessarily what I would call a field test, but good enough. You know, I'm going to make sure that there's no moisture getting in here, and see if it's good enough to carry some survival equipment. And then, you know, I'll take it out this summer when I go camping and hiking, and, you know, get a real feel for it. But this is the weather I'm walking in. I almost biffed it a while ago. Is that one of my cleats? Holy cow, I think it is. I saw that and I was like, did some animal just come and take a dump in the middle of the road? Look at that. The bean's lost a cleat. Well, I guess the cleats didn't pass the field test. There is a layer of ice under this snow. We had some freezing rain and sleet, and it got pretty bad. So bad that they actually delayed school. So it was bad enough that it put schools in Alaska on a 2-hour weather delay. So snow we can handle, but freezing rain just ruins everybody's day. Alright, so I'm going to head back to the house, and we're going to reconvene back in the office, and we're going to take a look at this thing and see how it held up to the snow, see if our paper that we put in there is dry, and I'm going to find a stump or a snow berm to lean up against and put my cleat back on. So we'll check in with you later. crazy squirrel out here. All right, we're back from our little hike. As you can see, there's some melting snow on there. Other than taking my GoPro out of the main compartment and my inReach off, I haven't done anything to it. I haven't touched it. I just threw it in the corner while I took my boots and jacket off and just let it dry. There was a good amount of snow on the seam here where this pouch is. So I'm going to open this up and we're going to inspect our piece of paper. Look at that. Dry as a bone. Now obviously if this thing had gotten wet, it would change color. Like you would be able to see that it was wet. And when I pulled this thing out of here, it was dry. So that's pretty good. There's a lot of heavy blowing snow I was trekking through. It was building up right here on this lip, and it looks like the water didn't penetrate, the melting snow didn't penetrate, so that's good. I'm happy with this so far. I'm going to look forward to getting it out this summer and actually taking it on some hikes. May or may not get the hydration system for it. I haven't made my mind up yet on that. But there's ample room in here for snacks, bars, batteries, knives, survival gear, whatever you need. Plenty of room for bare minimum survival kit in here. And this is the West Slope chest pack. I haven't even taken the tags off yet. WestSlopeGear.com. Take a look. They're a little pricey. I gotta admit the price point was a little bit of a concern when I saw it. But like I said, Santa Claus brought it to me, and actually now seeing how water resistant, weather resistant it is, I think it's probably, I don't know if it's quite worth the price point, but maybe if you can get it on Black Friday sale or something, it might definitely be worth that, getting it at a little bit of a discount. Definitely looks like it could carry its weight in the field, no pun intended, and possibly save your life depending on the contents, and keep it dry. So WestSlopeGear.com. This is the West Slope Green Chest Pack. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and head over to the AlaSquatchPodcast.com website. Take a look around there. Go to the store, buy yourself something nice, and help support the channel and what I do. Thank you guys.